What's up, people? It's your man, Herb Lover, reporting from the Herbmobile. Hey, I told you guys I'm not going to be, after the transition with Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance, I'm not going to be, expecting them to do anything. I don't know where Pelinka mind was. Like I said before in my last video, when you take away two key elements that help you get on that stretch run where we had a nice little record, I think it was like 12-4, something like that. You take away two key elements and think that, okay, well, we're going to continue on by removing two key elements and replace them with two other elements. We think this is going to happen. We have a chance to continue to make a push for the playoffs. To be honest, like I said before, and I'll say it again now, we're not going to the playoffs. It's not going to happen. We lost 3 straight games. And within those 3 games, we done gave up an average of, I think, 115 points or 119, something like that, up and around there, defensive-wise. And right now, we're 0-3 going into the All-Star break. I'm going to say a couple things. Lou Walton, I feel bad for him because, y'all know I'm always beating up on Luke. I feel bad for him because the lineup, the rotation that he got right now is going to affect the way he's trying to illustrate and try to illustrate to the younger players, that's going to basically be the future, how they're going to play defense and stuff like that. And what I mean by that is this. Anytime your front office, and that's why I'm kind of wishy-washy with Magic and them. Because here's the thing, Magic told me they got Luke Walton full support, right? They're backing Luke Walton up. But they only say something when it's basically pertaining to LeVar Ball. Other than that, for you to go out into the media and say IT is going to get a lot of minutes. No, IT does not play defense. So you saying, okay, well, in the last crucial minutes of the 5 minutes, Lou Walton got to play IT because he got to give him the minutes. Because Magic Johnson said he's going to get the minutes. So I want to know, and I'm asking y'all, what do you guys think? Do you think that he told KCP agent the same thing? Like KCP going to get the minutes? Because there was games before IT even came there. There were games where a lot of us know this. There were games where KCP ain't do crap. I mean, he just stuck it up and he was still getting 30-something minutes. So now I'm like, okay, well, and then also with, I ain't gonna say Brook Lopez, because Brook Lopez, I don't think there was a swap, so it wasn't it wasn't like, okay, well, we can make some type of contractual deal with Brook Lopez agent because it was a straight swap. It was a trade. But KCP and IT was a trade too. But at the end of the day, he basically said it, in the media. That's why I say that Luke, Magic, Pelinka, all them guys need to just stop opening up to the media. The media is like just sucking everything in. And when they suck everything in, now it's out there in the forefront and it hurts your chemistry of your team. What I mean by that is this. Isaiah comes in. Number one, y'all know he's on an expiring contract. Regardless of what the fan base say, like I said, 9 times out of 10, a fan base, yes, I'm going to say it, the Lakers fan base is real biased. And what I mean by that, and take it how you want to take it, but I'm being honest. What I mean by that, every time we get a so-called player from another team who looked good on that team, we get high hopes thinking that this player is going to be the ultimate player that's going to turn this team around. I mean, you can go on and on, man. I mean, go from Roy Hibbert to Lopez, Isaiah Thomas, who else we picked up? Lou Aldane. Even Moss. I mean, we were so pumped up about all these different veterans that we picked up over the last 4 years or whatever. And we all stated the same thing. We all stated, well, not me, because I never was big on Holly, none of them. I mean, Lou Aldane, I gave him the benefit of the doubt because he come in with some type of veteran leadership from Chicago. But, it is what it is. But my thing is, you put Luke in a box, basically telling him, like, okay, you got to play these players. You know what I mean? If y'all go back to, like I said, at the end of the season of last year, when Luke was playing most of the guys on like 25, 28 minutes, most of the young guys, and the veterans were getting a lot of minutes. Not Brooke, I'm sorry. Miles wasn't getting a lot of minutes, but Lou Aldane was. And Magic Johnson said, listen, shut the veterans down and let the young guys play. And Lou Walton flipped it around. That's when you start seeing D'Angelo, all them guys getting 30-something plus minutes towards the end. And that's when we went that 5-game winning streak towards the end. Now, you look at now, it's like, here's the thing, and like I said, I'm not taking away nothing about Luke Walton because I know he's so bad with his rotation, his time management. Prime example, Avika Zubac. That's a prime example, But my thing is that you telling Luke Walton and the media that IT's going to get all these minutes. knowing that he's a liability on defense, knowing in the last 5 minutes we need to make a change up into the lineup in order to help us play defense, not only score. Like I told fans before, we have scores. We need defensive. We need people like a Josh Hart to fit into the role and continue to help the team go the right direction. We don't have a lot of them. The only really person that does that is Josh Hart. Everybody else is looking for themselves, because even though KCP might have had a good game, right? You got to look at it like this. Even though KCP might have had a good thing, here's the thing. KCP had a good game, but the biggest problem was he played 41 minutes. Towards the last, like, we played good the first 3 quarters. That fourth quarter, we only scored like 20 points. I think he scored like 34 or something like that. You know, and keep this in mind. He took Zubac out. Zubac, I think, was at 8 for 8, had 11 rebounds. He was hogging the paint cup, you know, and that's what the Lakers was missing when they lost Larry Nance, another rebounder. Zubac came right in, man, was doing the thing, man, and then all of a sudden, he's out of the game. Brook Lopez in the last 5 minutes of the game ain't do crap, ain't do nothing. No guy only give you 2 rebounds. You know, like I said, if you're going to put Brook Lopez in, you got to utilize him. Brook Lopez, I think, he was like 3 for 5, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 for 5, something like that. And all the shots I think it was all the shots was, I think, 3-pointers, if I'm not mistaken. He didn't do anything, just there. You know, IT came in. Like I said, I told you guys, man, the ball stick with IT. Y'all talking about Jordan Clarkson hold the ball. This dude holds the ball. I don't care what y'all say. Like I said, a lot of y'all probably only watch other teams. You just probably watch the Lakers. But this dude holds the ball. And if you watch it, he was trying to make more for himself. Like a lot of times, them passes, because he got caught up. You know, he got trapped, and he was making them passes because, you know, the defense, you know, collapsed on him, and he had to make those extra passes. A lot of those plays where he was just attacking the basket, he was missing. Zubac was putting it back in. Took a lot of shots. I think he was like 0 for 5 behind the 3-point. I think he was like 3 for 15 from the game. And that's my thing. Like, you know, and here's another thing. Now, y'all know for a fact, if Jordan Clarkson was taking that many shots, he would have been sitting on the bench. But Luke Walton can't sit him on the bench. You got to play him, because Matt Johnson said he's going to get a lot of minutes. So that's like, you know, like, okay, how can you coach if you're telling certain players they can get minutes that other players can't? Because here's the thing, Josh Hart played, 30-something minutes. He didn't have a good game either, offensive-wise. Kuzma didn't either. And that's why I say over and over again that eventually is going to be a point in time where Luke Walton going to have to play Kuz at that 3. I'm going to keep saying it, man. I'm talking into existence. He's going to have to play him at that 3. You know, because now Lonzo Ball come back after the All-Star break, as they say. And he come back, Brandon Ingram is going to be playing at 3. So, I mean, I'd love to see Brandon play that too, but, you know, and that's the thing, like, when Lonzo Ball come back and Brandon playing the 3 now, how does his game, you know, his game change? Because right now, even though he had a slow start, he still wasn't playing pretty good towards the end. He still played pretty good. Yeah, he looked, a lot of time when he attacked the basket, he looks a little clumsy and stuff like that, man. But over the course of time, you can see him getting good, man. You can see the development in him. And he's starting to motivate himself and starting to feel comfortable. But Luke Walton, man, like I said, it was a Minnesota, man, and let's be honest. The Lakers played good defense the first 3 quarters. They wasn't really hitting their shots. The player that actually held them in, not freaking it wasn't God, I can't think of his name right now. God, it'll pop up on me. But Taj Gibson, he was the one that actually carried the team. He carried Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler ain't do nothing. Jimmy Butler was 7 for 20. Most of his points came from the free throw line, because he had a lot of it is, but I'm gonna get into that part. But anyway, he was like 10 for 11 for the free throw line. That's where his points mostly came from. But he didn't have a good shooting game. But Gibson, man, he was killing. He was killing, man, blocking shots. Listen, every time Wichcon came in there, IT came in there, they were blocking his shots, man. It's like his shots were like almost like how Tyler Enos look. You know, when you come in there, you see it, you know, he had a couple good plays. Don't get me wrong, he had a couple good plays where he got the scoop in and stuff like that. And you can see he's still rusty. And like I said, I don't want to give so many excuses for him. At the end of the day, they just played terrible, man. That fourth quarter, they just played terrible. The first 3 quarters, they played good. The third quarter, they just played terrible. They looked tired. You had Julius Randle at the center spot again, you know, covering Zubac. I don't know why. When they should just let him play power forward and let Kuzma play the 3. Luke Walton got to get through his head, man. Zubac need to play. I told you, like, it's either him or Thomas Bryant. Somebody got to play, man. You need a bigger body on that floor. Brook Lopez is not giving you freaking nothing. He ain't giving you a crack. But then this game's we look good, so God dang it. But he just ain't rebounding wise, man. He just ain't there, man. He's just like an offensive scorer, but they don't know how to utilize him. Like I said, only Brandon Ingram and Julius Randle, Jordan Clarkson, all them guys were getting them nice shots, and Lonzo Ball when he was there. But Now it's like, he just, I don't know, man. He don't have it. I'm not going to beat him up, man. Not just Brooke, because everybody looked terrible, man, in that fourth quarter. You know, they looked tired. They looked worn out, like I said in the last game. You can see it. They looked tired. They looked worn out. Freaking Brandon, I think he played, almost 60-something minutes? The last 3 games, he probably played almost 70-something minutes. That's a lot of minutes, almost 80 minutes, something like that, in these last 3 games. So he probably tired. And then keep in mind, it was the back-to-back, too, for them. So they were tired, but like I said, they came out with energy. But that's why I say, you know, Zubac had a good game. And here we go again, man. I told you, when a hot hand is doing good, what does Luke Walton do? He sit him down. Sit him down. Brooke Lopez, KCP, and according to Magic, I don't know how true it is, because I think Magic doing a little scheme here. I think IT, they're going to probably resign IT. But according to Magic, they, you know, it was getting them just to open up, free up money so they can get 2 superstars. So KCP, Brooke Lopez, IT, these guys right here are hurting the team. I know IT only been there 3 games, but like I told you, he's no different than Jordan Clarkson. The ball stick with him. He sticks with him. He tried to, and like I said, he know this is the end of his contract. So he's going to try to play to actually build up his value. He's going to come out shooting. You know what I mean? He is shoot first, pass second type of point guard. He's not a pass first, shoot second type of point guard. And everybody's so riding on, oh yeah, he gonna do this and that. I said, listen, guys, I'm done with that. I'm done sitting there sugarcoating teams, sugarcoating players just to make the fan base sound, you know, feel good. I did it with Brooke Lopez. I told y'all with Brooke Lopez. I said, Brooke Lopez, he'll give you offense. Defensive-wise, he's nowhere to be found. I told you guys that. I said, and plus on top of that, now he's shooting threes and all that. His offense is more diminished because he ain't going to go down low. He's a finesse player. And once again, he always shy away from contact. He'll take a, you know, back and freaking little guys down and taking freaking jumpers. For what? You know what I mean? You 7'1" or 7 feet tall, taking jumpers over 6'8" guys. I don't get it. I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. But eventually, Luke Walton is going to have to play Kuzma at that 3. You got to. Because here's the thing, like I said, you got Brooke Lopez at the center. You try and get Julius Randle a lot of minutes, because Julius Randle, to be honest with you, Julius Randle probably been the best player on our team so far. Ever since, you know, he started. Julius Randle probably been the most consistent one on that team. So you got to give him playing time. You got to give him 28, 30 minutes, right? So how do you work it? You keep putting him at the center spot, but when you do that, now you don't give Zubac a lot of minutes. And you try to bring Brooke Lopez in. It ain't going to work like that, man. You got to bring Zoo or Thomas Bryant in behind Brooke Lopez. Let Julius Randle play the power forward spot, his natural spot where he's actually doing something, where he's not down low banging his body, and then the fourth quarter come, he's tired and worn out, and then your average power forward or center is beating him up now. And you see it over and over again. He's tired. The man is tired. You banging bodies. When you bang bodies, I know because I used to play basketball. When you bang your body, after a while, you tired and you worn out. It's the same way as if you're on defense and you chasing somebody defense like Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller's a run around the court all freaking day, weighing out the defensive player that's playing him. By the time that defensive player get on offense or gets the ball, he's too tired. Mentally he's tired and physically tired. He can't score because he's been chasing Reggie Miller around all day. That's the reason why you got to have matchups according to what can benefit the team. Josh Hart is not your bona fide scorer, so you put him on their best defensive player, but the best offensive player, and you make him play physical defense on that guy. You know what I mean? So for instance, Butler was on him. I mean, Butler wasn't really giving him the work. So I want to make sure y'all understand this, because remember, Jimmy Butler was playing hard. Butler was not giving him the work. Okay, he was 7 for 20. He had to freaking fight for every point. That's why you continue to put Josh Hart on him. But when you go into that mode where in the last minute of the quarter, well, in the last 5 minutes of the quarter, who you got in there? IT, a defensive liability. KCP, only playing for self. Brooke Lopez, only playing for self. I don't know. He in the twilight zone. I don't know what the hell he doing. You know, the Grims need to come get him and just take him out of here. Brandon Ingram, and then you bring in Julius Randle or Kyle Kuzma. But just that right there, that to me is basically like, okay, you're trying to figure out what can we do to score, but you got to lock down their offensive players as well. It's just not about us scoring, you know, because we can score. Anybody on that floor can score, but you got to put the right people in to play the right defense in order to stop them. Like I said before, once again, Lakers cannot stop the perimeter offense, man. The perimeter offense, you know, it's just like open shots all day, man. They collapse in the center. Once again, in the middle, they collapse. Then they run it out trying to guard the perimeter offensive shooters. And it's the same thing, man. It doesn't change. Then Luke Walton look confused because he don't know what to do about the rotation. Because you got to put IT in there according to Magic in him. And that's why I say KCP might be in the same boat. Because if you notice, KCP only had, what, I think 3 games? out of all these games, he only played 24. 3 games where he played 24 minutes or 28 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, I'll give him no more than probably 4 or 5. Other than that, he was getting 31 minutes. Like tonight, last night he got 41 minutes. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? I know he had a good scoring game, but he got back into that fold. Once KCP, the other couple games, he wasn't doing that. He was actually, you know, getting out of everybody else involved. This game right here, he came out shooting. Don't get me wrong, I don't knock him, but he's still getting to that ISO mode where when he starts scoring, then he think he can't be stopped, and then he starts shooting up brickhead shots and all that, and get out the system. And that's the thing, man. And you know, Julius Randle, man, I feel bad for dude, man, because these guys in this league, man, are so freaking soft. It's terrible, man. Like, you see, Karl-Anthony Towns, when he first gave him the first, first gave him the low post move, and Karl-Anthony Towns fell back and flew, and told him, it's a foul. I'm like, come on, man, don't freaking foul, dude. You soft. Big as you is, man, that guy only 250, you about 260, 275. Get out of here, man. This league is so freaking soft, and everybody just want to flop. Like, come on, man. What happened to the physical type of play? Everybody want to be finesse players. But yeah, they want to do highlights when they dunking on somebody. Get out of here, man. Anyway, man, look. The All-Star week is here, man. Them guys need a break, man. I hope that you know, Lou Walton, the front office, everybody sit down, have a discussion. Because right now, we just going backwards, man. Like, you know, not only we just losing, but we getting blown out. And we giving up a lot of points now. A lot of points. You know, like I said, it's all because the way that he's playing these teams, man. Now it's like, okay, you see what Zubac can do. Instead of putting Zubac back in the game, you sit there and let Brook Lopez get in there. Ain't do freaking nothing. Zubac killing, you took him out. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Listen, LA till I die, but goddamn, I mean, what the hell? What the? Look, hey, I love you guys, man. Y'all take care. Have a blessed one. Be safe out there. And as always, man, tune into the right station when you need that vitamin. I don't freaking know. Take care. I ain't want to put it on the thing because I don't want nobody to sue me.